Hey everybody, Uber Dante here, and today I'm going to be doing a playthrough of not one of my own games, but another designer's game. I'll be playing through with this Star Wars Rebels retheme that I came up with, and I'll get right into it, but let me show you the original game. And the original game is called Heroes versus Monsters. It's by David Kiehnhoff, and it was entered into a BoardGameGeek contest way back in 2011. And this is described as a solitaire CCG style game. And I was kind of interested in this game after coming across it. And we'll have a look at, there is a print and play available. We'll have a look at that here. These are the cards. There's 9 monster cards and 9 hero cards. And these cards aren't the greatest. They're not really easy to read, and the art is not the best. So I came up with a few different designs for it. Now, if you wanted to play it, there's this kind of generic version that I came up with. There's a playingcards.io room, which I have here. This just it's the same cards, but they're a little bit easier to read. It's just got some free art from gamesicon.net, I think. So if you want to check out the game, this version, you can. I made a couple different versions, so let me show you a different one that I made. And so here we have cards that I actually printed out that I designed, and I was looking for some kind of better monsters, and I found these were kind of some fan art that were based on Japanese tokusatsu, which is like Kamen Rider, Super Sentai. These are like Power Rangers kind of characters. So these are characters that somebody had kind of imagined, but that would fit in the same universe. I really liked their art, and the monsters in those TV shows are quite unusual and interesting. So you've got like this kind of rainbow monster. We've got this one is like a music box monster. So this one is like it's a play on words in Japanese, but it's a bamboo shoot saw squirrel monster. It's galaxy monster, so they're quite unusual, kind of fun. So we have this deck of 18 cards. There's 9 different ones. Those are the kind of monsters. So I really like those monsters. So I thought, okay, well, fine. The heroes can be the Super Sentai, which is the Power Rangers, Mecha, which is Robo in Japanese. So it's the monsters are Kaijin in Japanese. So it's instead of heroes versus monsters, it's Robo versus Kaijin. So I've got, I found these Robo, this Mecha, found this art somewhere. I think it's maybe the official art for the different series. So if you're not familiar with it, they basically make new characters, new robots, new monsters every year. And so there's been 30 or 40 years of these. So I just picked out 9, and I tried to kind of match them with the original
descriptions. So there's like a wizard, so I use this one that's kind of a magician robot, or there's one that's a general, so I use this one. It's kind of represents the shogun. There's an angel one, so this was an angel, and I don't know what these other ones are, but yeah, I just picked out 9 of these, and so basically the way this game works is these you kind of your deck is kind of also your health, and so they'll kind of deal damage, and you'll kind of lose cards, and your own cards, you have kind of 2 different actions. You have a red action and a blue action. So the red one you can use if your card is in play. So one of your actions is to put a card in play, which you can use. You actually, when you put it in play, you can't use it, but on the next turn you can use it, and then you always have that card kind of available to do damage to whatever cards are in play here. So you have that red one, and then the blue one is if you have cards in your hand, so you'll have some kind of number of cards in your hand, and then you can use these blue actions, but they're kind of like a one-time thing, and you have to discard once you've used it. So they're kind of like one-time action. You can use those once per turn. So, and then the enemy cards have these kind of health meters, so you can just rotate the card. So this is at 3, and then it goes to 2 and 1, and it's out. And they also have different actions that they take. So if you deal, this one says you destroy any of your cards that are in play that deal damage to it. So if I use this one to do damage, then I also use that card. Some of them have different actions when you reveal them. They have different restrictions on them. So I don't really have enough room here to play, so I'm going to show you another version. I actually made a 3rd version, which is Star Wars Rebels. So I'm going to show that one online next. So let's take a look.
Okay, so here I've got the digital version of it, and this is with another deck that I've made, which is based on the TV show Star Wars Rebels. I changed a few of the headings for the actions, but it's the same game. I really like this this theme of it. I think it fits the game nicely. So there's 2 decks. There's the Phoenix deck, the Phoenix Squadron, and we've got, I'll just go through each of the characters. So you got Hera, you got Sabine, Ezra, Zeb, Ahsoka, Rex, Kanan, Jun Sato, and Chopper. So those are your 9 characters. You've got 4 versions, not 4 versions yet, 4 of each of those cards in your Phoenix deck. And here we've got the Imperial deck. And so we've got, I'll just go through each one here. We got Vader, we got Thrawn, we got Governor Price, and then you've got these kind of, this is Rook, I think, Thrawn's assassin. You've got these Inquisitors. You've got the 8th brother, 7th sister, the Grand Inquisitor, the 5th brother, and then you've got this Death Trooper. And so that's who you're going against, and there are 2 of each card in the Imperial deck. So let's go ahead and we'll get started. Before play, you're going to draw 3 from your deck, and then on your turn, you can do, if you have anybody in play, you ready them, so you get them ready so that you can use them, and then you have 4 moves that you can do in any order. So you can draw a card. You always draw a card, so do that first. And then you can ready
player for the next turn. So let's say I want Ahsoka Tano. I'll put her into play, but she's not ready yet. So they're disoriented or whatever. They're not. You can't use their action. Now, when they're here up in play, you can use the red action that's on the top. I also have the option to use one of these. Use the green action while it's in your hand, but to do that, you'd have to discard it. So right now, probably, well, I could discard this one, and that would let me put another card into play. But I like their red. I like Jun Sato's red action. I also like Chopper's red action, but it's got a good green one, which is draw 2 more cards. But I think early on, I think I'll just leave it. I don't want to discard too many. And the Imperials don't have anybody yet. And if I had one ready, I could also take that action. So right now I don't have anyone ready. It doesn't matter because the Imperials don't have anyone yet. So the first round is just kind of setting up for the next round. And then it's the Imperial's turn. So the first thing they do is you get damage for any Imperial in play. And to take damage, you just discard any card from your deck. So it could be from the deck that you don't see, which is what I usually do. Could be from your hand, or it could be in play. So any one of those, you just put it in your discard. So the deck kind of represents your health. If your deck runs out, and your hand runs out, your cards in play run out, with that you have no more cards at all, then you lose. And the same thing for the Imperial. If you can get all of theirs in the discard, you win. So the Imperials will deal out damage first, which they don't because they don't have anybody in play, and then you draw a new card. And each card has some kind of action on it, so you only do this when you draw it. So that's their action is done one time, and that's when you draw it. And this card also has their health. So the Grand Inquisitor is at 3 health. And this says destroy any rebel in play that deals damage to the Grand Inquisitor. So that's actually done. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I said the action. No, the action can occur so in this case, when you're attacking it, this action will happen. Okay. Anyways, so that's that one. So if I attack this one, I'll lose whoever's attacking them if they're in play. So that's key. So if they're in play. So, well, let's go on. It's my turn now. So first thing I'll do is I'm going to ready this card. So Ahsoka's ready to go. And then Ahsoka can use her red action. And if she uses it, you just set it like this. It means it says you've used it, and then on the next turn you can use it again. So the good thing about having a card in play is you can use it again and again. However, if I use her action, she can deal 2 damage to the Inquisitor, but then she'd be destroyed, so she'd have to go to the discard, which I don't want. But I can still hit the Inquisitor with my cards that are not in play. So, for example, Zeb can deal 2 damage. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because I didn't draw yet. So let's draw a card. So I got Sabine. And let's ready a card for next turn. So I'm going to ready Chopper. So Chopper's ready to go for next turn. And then I will use Zeb's green power to deal 2 damage to the target. 2/2 target Imperial. I change that card. Deal 2 damage to the target Imperial. So I'll put that one there. That's discarded. And I'll deal 2 damage. So they have a kind of damage meter. So I can just rotate the card twice. And now 1 is facing up. So that shows the Grand Inquisitor has just 1 health remaining. So I could use Ahsoka to destroy the Inquisitor, but then I'd also lose that card, which I probably don't want. I probably could have played this a little bit better. Yeah, if I had put June instead, June has the ability to get a card from the discard and put it back. So could have discarded Ahsoka and then got it right back. I didn't do that. We'll just take the damage this time. Might regret it later. So I'm gonna say that's the end of my turn. And so then it's the Imperial's turn. So the first thing they'll do is they have one card in play, so I take 1 damage. So I'm going to take a card from my Phoenix deck and just put it in the discard without looking at it. And then I'm going to draw a new one. So let's see who we got. So we got Vader. Okay. So Vader's pretty tough. So it says damage that a rebel would deal to Darth Vader is reduced by 1. So if I'm attacking with Ahsoka Tano, she usually deals 2 damage. It's only going to be 1. Okay. Anyway, so that's my turn. We'll ready Chopper. And Chopper can ready another rebel in play. So let's say I use Ahsoka Tano's ability. Then I can use Chopper's ability to ready Ahsoka like that. So that's pretty useful. You can use a card again, or you could use the card that you just, like if I put Jun Sato in here, on that turn, then you could do Chopper's action, and you could use the Jun Sato card right away. Okay, again, I'm getting ahead of myself, so let's draw a card first. And I really wanted the Rex card, because that one deals, well, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, let's see, what do I want? Okay, let's just, what are we going to do here? Yeah, I need a card that'll take out the Inquisitor, like I did last time, but I don't have, none of these guys can do that. I can discard Ezra and get 3 new cards, but then I can only use this green action once per turn, which I didn't say. I can't discard all those. If they're in play, I can use every card that I have in play. I can use. But if it's in my hand, I can choose 1 to discard. So, a bit of trouble here. Let's put Sabine in. Let's put Sabine here. Okay, let's put Sabine here. And then use Chopper's action. So Chopper can ready 1 in play. And so we can ready Sabine. And then Sabine's red is discard and deal 2 damage to each Imperial. So I have to discard her, but if I have like 5 cards up here, she'll do damage to 2 damage to all of them. So that's a useful card. So she'll do 2 damage to the Inquisitor, so the Inquisitor's out. And then she'll do 2 damage to Vader, but Vader's damage is reduced by 1, so she only does 1 damage. So he's down to 2. I could use Ezra's green to get some more. Let's just do Ahsoka Tano's move. So she deals 2 damage, which would also be 1. So we haven't got rid of Vader yet. And there's no way we can do it. But I haven't just used a green action yet. So I could use Ezra's to get 3 more cards, which might not be a bad idea. Let's do that. I don't normally like to try to limit how many cards you discard because it is associated to your health, but then it gives you more options. All right. So that's the end of my turn. Vader's still there, so I'm going to lose 1 card. And then we'll draw a card. We've got Thrawn. So Thrawn's action. This is an action that you just take once. Reveal and resolve one additional Imperial, and all the other Imperials gain 1 health. So that's not good for us. We got Rook, who is only rebels in play may deal damage to Rook. So I have to use whoever is in play to damage that. And then I'm going to continue with Thrawn's actions. All other Imperials gain 1 health. So I think that means other than the one you drew. So that means Vader goes back up to 2. Which... Okay. Okay, so it's our turn again. We're going to ready these. And we'll pick one. And we got another Ahsoka Tano. Okay, let's... I like Ezra because he does 1 damage to each one. So if I have a bunch out there, they all get hit. Ahsoka is stronger. She can deal 2, but to only 1. So, and then June, I can pick a card from the discard. So I want to put one of these into play. Well, I could put it into play. I could use Sabine again. But these guys are at 3, and she deals 2. And she'd only deal 1 to Vader. So, boy. It would take me 2 turns. I think we can do this. Okay, let's put... No, take me 2 turns to do... No, let's do this. Okay. What we're going to do is... We're going to put June into play. And then we'll use Chopper's action to get him right away. Okay, so June says discard and put 1 rebel from discard into play, and that rebel will be ready. So I can put in discard. I can choose Sabine again. So there's Sabine. Sabine can do some damage. So let's do her damage first, I guess. So she can discard and deal 2 damage. So we'll discard her. And she'll do 1 damage to Vader. And 2 damage to Thrawn. 2 damage to Rook. Okay, and then... okay, I can use Ahsoka's action to do 2 damage to Vader. And that will take Vader out. Because that'll be reduced to 1. Okay, so Vader's out. And then I still have... I can use one of these green actions. I didn't use a green action yet. So we'll do Ahsoka Tano's green action, which means I have to discard her. And then deal 3 damage divided among any number of Imperials. So right now they've only got 2 health between them. So that will take care of all of them. So, okay, that was good. So, the Imperials don't have anybody, so I don't get any damage, and we'll get a new card. And we've got the 8th brother, who only has 1 health, but they destroy 2 rebels in play, which that really hurts. So both of these rebels get discarded. Okay, then it's my turn. I'm going to start by drawing a card. Again, I wanted like a Rex or a Zeb card. They deal damage from the hand. Which I don't have. I'll flip that one. But we'll put put Ahsoka in, but we can't use her. And then I don't think I want to use a green action. So I'm just going to end my turn there. The 8th brother will give us 1 more damage. And then they'll draw here. Okay, so Governor Price says reveal and resolve 1 additional Imperial and then take 1 damage. So we get another one. It's the 8th brother. Destroy 2 rebels in play, so Ahsoka Tano goes down. Now we're in some big trouble. And I take 1 damage. Okay, so this isn't going good. Because I don't have a good way of getting rid of these. I need a Rex card badly. So it's my turn. Give me a Rex card. No. So Rex deals 1 damage to each Imperial, so that would have allowed me to take out these 2. And unfortunately, I mean, I could draw 3 cards with Ezra. That's not going to help. Let's just put Ezra out there. Yeah, I could draw 2 cards with Chopper, but then I can't use that green action again on that same turn. So I can't just keep doing green actions. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I can use June's. Yeah. I don't really want to use June in that way, but I'm going to need Chopper out there or Ezra out there again. Let's put Chopper out there. So I'm going to discard June. That will allow me to put another one out there. So my next turn, I should at least be able, I can use Ezra twice, so I could be able to get rid of at least these 3 cards. As long as nothing bad happens. And that's going to be the end of my turn, so I have to take 3 damage. That really hurts. 1, 2, 3. Ideally, like the Phoenix deck should be kind of double. It starts off as double, the Imperial deck, so you kind of want to keep that same, double the amount of cards. So this, we're not double, so this isn't good, and I don't have much in my hand. But fortunately, the 8th brother is out, so that destroy 2 rebels in play. That one kind of hurts. Who do we got? 7th sister. Okay, so take 1 damage. Let's see. Take 1 damage each time a rebel deals damage to the 7th sister. That hurts. She's got 3 health. And so if I use Ezra, he's dealing 1. That means every time I use Ezra, we have to, take a damage as well. So this is the bad one to get. Okay. But I don't really have a choice, unless I can get Kanan. If I get Kanan, I can use Kanan. Come on, Kanan. Chopper. Yeah. So Kanan's green ability, they can just take out 1. And so I would be able to take the 7th sister out on 1 move, and then I wouldn't have to take so much damage. But let's, I don't know if I want another Chopper or another Ezra. Doesn't really matter. Let's go with, let's put another Ezra out there. Okay, so I can use my Chopper. I have 2 Ezras, and they deal 1 each. So 8th brother goes down, she goes to 1. 8th brother goes down, she goes to 2, and I lose. Take 1 damage. Next, Ezra takes out this one. 7th sister goes down to 1, and I lose another one. So that was kind of harsh. That was pretty harsh. 7th sister is pretty harsh. Okay. What have I got next? So I had to take 1 damage again. I'm probably not going to win this game. And I've got Governor Price again. She's going to take another one. Destroy a random rebel in play. So what I do is I can't choose which one. I'm going to flip these, shuffle them, and then take one. Okay, so Chopper is done. I guess it didn't really matter because having Choppers is the same as having like a second Ezra. And then I need to do her second action, which is take 1 damage. Okay, so we're really hurting here. All right. Okay, my turn. I pick a card. There's Kanan. It's too late. We'll save Kanan. We're going to try to save our cards if possible. So Ezra can take these people out. So Ezra takes out the 7th sister. We lose a card. And these two go down to 1. Ezra, again, is dealing 1 damage to each one. So we're taking all those out. Okay, so that was good on Ezra. And I'm going to say that's the end of my turn. And then we got a Death Trooper, destroys 1 random again. So it doesn't matter. So they're both Ezra. Okay. And then Ezra can't take out the Death Trooper on their own. So they only deal 1. But Zeb can. Zeb can deal 2 damage. So let's ready Chopper. Probably should have did that last turn. I should have done that last turn. I don't know what I was doing. So that's probably going to cost me the game. I didn't do that last turn. I didn't ready anybody. Because that would have been better if I'd have done that. Okay, I didn't. So we'll use Zeb. Zeb does 2 damage. Death Trooper's done. Who we got here? Thrawn. Thrawn says reveal and resolve an additional 1. And then I have to take 1 damage. Their 5th brother says take 1 damage for rebel in play. So that was 1, 2, because I have 2 in play. And my turn, I'm going to draw 1. Rex. Who I wanted earlier. So Ezra can only deal 2 damage. So I have to lose a card, whether I use Rex or not. Oh, boy. Okay. Ezra can take out... Sorry, both of these should be active now. I have to lose a card. So let's use Rex. Rex does 1 damage to each. And then Ezra can do a damage to each. And then if I use Chopper to get Ezra back, Ezra can do 1 damage to Thrawn. We're really not going to do this, are we? So this I got 5 left. Their turn, take 1 damage per rebel in play. We're really hurting. My turn, draw. We got 2 Kanans. Those are good because they just destroy the target. So if I get a tough target, I can use Kanan. But right now, with Ezra and Chopper, well, you can use Ezra twice, and so we can get rid of the 5th brother. I'm not going to do anything else. We got Rook, only rebels in play may deal damage, and he's 3, so that kind of hurts. What we got here? So Rex doesn't work. I don't know if Kanan's... I don't think Kanan's works. So this kind of sucks. So with Ezra Chopper combination, I can get Rook down to 1. That means in his turn he's going to take 1 damage. Oosh. We're in trouble. We got the 7th Sister, which I don't like. Okay. So 7th Sister take 1 damage every time a rebel deals damage. So I think the rulebook states if you use the Kanan card to discard, because you're already discarding, that you don't take damage. Which I usually don't play by that rule. I usually still take a damage, but because I'm going to lose here, we'll just go by that. I think that's a rule. So it says take 1 damage, but since I'm discarding it, it doesn't count, I think. I don't know. Something in the frequently asked questions, it's labeled there. So, okay, Kanan takes them out. We're going to cheat a little bit, and then Ezra takes Rook out. And I can't remember if I drew that turn or not. Okay, then we got Vader. Okay, Vader's fine. So I'm going to draw 1. I can use Kanan to take out Vader. Oh, we could win here. And then the last one is, I've got Rex and Ezra and Chopper to take out this last one, which is the Inquisitor. Destroy any rebel in play that deals damage to the Grand Inquisitor. And the Grand Inquisitor's at 3, so I have Rex. I can use Rex to deal 1 damage. So Rex gets a damage. I think I lost, but that's okay. Let's see, let's play it out. So, and Ezra is ready to go. And then Inquisitor's at 2. So I can use Ezra. Ezra deals 1. So the Inquisitor goes down to 1, but I have to destroy Ezra. And then the Inquisitor does 1 damage on their turn. So we can destroy Chopper. And then it's my turn. I can use Rex. Rex deals 1 damage to each Imperial. Use the last Rex card to take out the Inquisitor. In this case, this is considered a win, even though I have no cards left. I used my final card to take out their final card. That's considered a heroic victory of sorts. That's the closest victory you could get. And that is Heroes vs. Monsters, the Star Wars Rebels version. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.